Morning guys, just doing a little bit differently this morning. Today's a public holiday, so we've got the kids at home. Probably not going to get a full day's work done. We're going to attempt to get 2 or 3 hours done this morning. Just chilling out, we've got Peppa Pig on the tally. I was bringing work from the desk down to the couch, just sit with the kids. I'll get through as much as I can, and then later in the day I'll do more analysis when the kids are either having a nap or in the evening when they're off to bed. I guess this is just an example. Not every weekday is the same. I would like to think that I can do 8 hours solid work every day, but it's just not a reality. So it's just a matter of looking at what you got in the day ahead of you and then fitting things in around that. So today, not ideal, but I still think we can get 3 or 4 hours productive work done for the day as long as we focus and just manage our day as we go. Alright, I'm just going to have a quick look at some analysis, see if you guys get something out of that, and I'll get back to you guys a little bit later. Alright guys, just have a quick look here at pound CAD and daily chart. Again, just searching through for some patterns. I'm not sure if you guys can see it just yet, but there's a fairly clear pattern on this chart. So what we'll do is we'll talk through it together as a group, and hopefully we'll get something out of it. So the pattern that we're actually looking at here is a heads and shoulders pattern. So you can see that down here, you got left shoulder, head and right shoulder. Alright, so we'll just draw a few lines in here and we'll just clear it up. So, nice straight line there guys, bring that up, and see that we'll bring that in here. So we're going to call this the neckline, which is what they call a pattern, heads and shoulders. So in a heads and shoulders pattern, what we're looking for is to establish a neckline. So we've got that here, so we've got the left shoulder, the head come through. It's a bit choppy through here, but it doesn't have to be right on the money. And then we can see we've got a right shoulder through here. Now what adds a little bit extra value to this trade is the fact that this right shoulder is a little bit deeper into the pattern than the left. If this fractal had have been lower than this one, it's not as predominant, but given that it stayed inside these lows, that makes it a stronger pattern when it comes through and breaks this neckline. So when it breaks the neckline, what happens is you get a big leg up and everyone gets really excited and they think that the pattern's underway, so they go long. But what happens is there's almost always a retest, almost always. So this is where the patience comes into it. So this is a daily chart, remember? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days before it comes in for the retest. So that's 3 weeks. It's hard to sit on your hands for 3 weeks, but if you want to make money trading, then these are the sorts of things you're going to have to practice. Alright, so we've got the neckline established, we've got a clear break of the neckline, price is closed above it well and truly, so we're waiting for the retest. So like I said, 15 days later, it comes in for a retest. So it comes down to the neckline and we're looking for price action. So here, if we just zoom in a little bit, we can see it's come through, and this pin bar here is a perfect price action right at this neckline. Alright, for us to be able to get long. So what we want to do, again, a pattern by itself is fine, but we can add a bit of value to this trade guys by looking for a few extra tools. So one of my favourites is the Fibonacci. So what we do is we grab the previous fractal low up to the fractal high and drop that in. We can see here that not only do we have this really nice looking pin bar here, but it's come in on the neckline and on a 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. So that's about as textbook as you're going to get, I think. You see a trade like that, and it's your best efforts to get into it, I would have thought, and ride it out. Alright, so now we've established an entry point. So we've got our pattern set up, we've got our retracement that comes back to the neckline. It also comes back to a Fibonacci retracement level in here. So then we'll enter the trade. We want to know where the trade's going to run to. So with a heads and shoulders pattern, the depth of the head, once you get the break of the neckline and the retest, is the target on the far side of the neckline. So we come in here, break, retest, price action, along from here, and you can see that almost down to the exact amount of pips. So we've got the neckline to the top of the head there, 783, neckline, price went up here, like 823. So within 40 pips, the head to the target, and as soon as it gets a target, it just falls off quickly. Because what's happening is anyone that's been trading for long enough knows that this is a target area, so they start taking profits. So it's not that less people are buying, it's just that people are taking their profits and the volume's pulling out of the bullish side of the market. A lot of the big guys are doing that, and a lot of the money comes out of the market, and that's why you see such a cooling off in here. So if we think about it, we've got the pattern, the heads and shoulders, the break, the retest here, we've got the price action on the Fibonacci retracement, and we're trading to the target, which is the depth of the head multiplied out the other side. I hope you can see what I've done there, guys. Watch this video a few times if you have to, but heads and shoulders reversals patterns are really, really strong, and they work more often than not. They don't always work, they don't always play out, but there's a lot of people looking for these patterns in the market, and that's what gives them strength. Is that there's a lot of people that believe in the pattern, there's a lot of people behind the pattern, and that's why they play out more often than not. Alright guys, I really hope you got something out of that. Alright guys, both kids have just gone down for a nap at the same time, which never happens, so I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm just going to jump on, I'll probably get about 45 minutes out of this. I put on, actually there was a really nice trade come in this morning, I'll put that on, I'm going to see how that plays out during the evening. It's probably a 1, 2, 3 day trade, it's on a H4, so not a huge time frame, but there was some significant support that I saw there, so I was pretty happy to put that on. This afternoon's not going to be too exciting, it's not a very nice day outside. I think we're not going to go out and do anything. The kids can just chill out in the toy room, watch a bit of telly, that sort of thing. A board game, book, a bit of cartoons, something like that. But we'll just see how we go. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later in the evening. As you can see, it's quite dark out here, it's fairly overcast, but the kids get housebound if we don't get out from time to time. So we've just slipped out, trying to get down here for 20-25 minutes before it really starts to rain. And the kids should be happy with that, then we'll sit down and read a book when we get back again. Say hello.
Hello. What's your name?
She's like, I've been drinking.
Alright guys, just gotten in for the evening, it's just before 11 o'clock. Had a pretty good night, took out to dinner. Another good thing is the trade we talked about earlier in the day, it's played out already. It doesn't always happen like that. It's really good when it does. I was expecting 1, 2, 3 days. It's played out in the same afternoon from the morning I put it on. So I was chasing 3.5 to 1 and it's played out like that, which is like inside about 10 hours. Just perfect. Like I said, it doesn't always happen. In fact, it happens about 1 in 10 times, but love it when it does. I can go to bed, no stress, wake up tomorrow, money's in the bank, all good. So on that note guys, I've had a good day with the kids, I've got some work done, I've been out for dinner, Valentine's Day, I've had a good trade, I've made some money. Today's been a good day, I wish we're all like this. The reality is they're not, but we just keep on trading, we keep on moving, keep on living life, and overall, we're going to end up doing very well. Alright guys, we'll talk to you on the next video.